Meditate and mingle is not just a convenient play on my name. It's my personal oxymoron, my yin-yang, and my Libra scales. It's the balancing act that exists within me. Meditate describes the side of me that is intuitive, spiritually grounded, and individualized. While the mingle is my social butterfly. I'm people-oriented and I have a talkative side. Bringing them together allows me to reach out to you. So join the mental mingle and meditate on a few thoughts with yours truly, Dr. Melissa Tate. Thank you for tuning in to the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. This is WDRB Media and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte. This is Meditate and Mingle, and I'm your host, Dr. Melissa Tate, a.k.a. Ms. Meditate and Mingle. I have a good friend of mine on the line today, Mr. Chris Edmonds, who is a former professional football player. He is currently in the Pittsburgh area doing the athletic trauma unit. Tell us about the athletic trauma unit. I'm usually talking about mental health issues and different things that people go through, but today I want to talk about mind and body. So talk to us a little bit about the athletic trauma unit, Chris.
Well, athletic trauma unit, I just get thrown off by the name, but it actually is when I started it as a way to create an environment, a family environment for people to come work out.
Okay.
And in doing that, I wanted to make sure I took away all the vices as far as gym membership, payment. So I started as a nonprofit organization with we do body weight training 6 days a week, a couple of times a day, and we just prepare people. We just train people into being able to move the body around and making it doable as far as taking away the vices as far as working out. So like I said, it's really just a family environment type of workout, all shapes, all sizes, all everything. So it's work like that.
Wow. So it's a non-profit organization. So you don't charge any membership or anything?
Zero.
Wow.
Everything is zero.
That's pretty awesome. I've never heard of that before. Where'd you get that idea? Where did this even come from?
Well, about a year ago, I was working and I was working as a juvenile probation officer, and I kept thinking to myself, how am I really helping people? Like, it might sound crazy, and being a juvenile probation officer, you think you'd be helping people, and I was, but I just think that wasn't my gift. It wasn't what I was actually good at. I was good at motivating people and helping people to, get in shape. I'm good at it. I was told I was good at it, but I took it for granted because I've been doing it forever, so I didn't think about it.
Right.
So what I did was I made it, I started going to the field, and I first got on Facebook, I was kind of late to Facebook and stuff like that. So I posted a picture of me going to a field, and I was just doing a workout. So one person said, "Can I come with you?" I said, "Oh, fine, come on." It was 5 people. It was 40 people. Then it was 100 people. I went to a football field in the middle of the day just to work out with me. So I thought to myself, like, how can I do it? And people were thinking of ways to try to pay me, and I would take their payments and stuff like that. I just wanted to come out there and have fun.
Right.
Take the motivation and take it. So I kept on going. And so able to do that, I made it a nonprofit organization so I can get funding through grants and stuff to pay for the insurance and stuff I really had to do some research because my first owning my own business.
Right.
I had a lot to do with myself, so I just wanted to make sure I covered everything. So it's fun. A lot of people look forward to it every day. I can't go on vacation. I work out the whole day, so it's really good to be able to do it.
Wow, that is pretty cool. So is it just you, or do you have other people that work under you and with you? How does that work?
Well, me, now I'm the only solo I know.
Yeah. Yes.
So at this point, I thought about it, but in doing that, I had a guy coming to me. He said one thing. He said, I took a day off and I had a friend of mine cover the class, and he said, "It's weird when you weren't there. I'm not sure why." He thought about it a little bit more. He said, "To be honest with you, people aren't coming to work out. They're coming for you.
Yeah.
Like, they're coming to see you. They're coming to help see through your motivation."
Yeah.
And that's when time I just realized I can't create another me if I create a twin.
Right.
And I don't have.
Right.
And I would want to look forward to doing that soon, so maybe I can expand and do it further. But right now, to the point where if I want to go up, I'd rather go up alone. I want to go down, I'd rather go down alone.
Yeah.
Take it like that.
I know that's right. Wow, that's pretty awesome, though. That's pretty awesome. So tell us what a ATU workout looks like.
It's almost impossible to tell you.
I've seen some of your posts, and I'm like, that ain't gonna happen.
Let me completely honest with you. It is. I have never ran the same workout twice.
Okay, and you've been doing this for how long now? It's been over a year now.
Only thing I can really guarantee it's going to be a high pace. It's going to be a pace that you can do at your own.
Yeah.
It's going to be, my pace might be different than your pace, but we're all going to do the same workout if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's going to be so far ahead, nobody's going to be so far back. Everybody's going to do the same workout, and it's only as hard as you make it at your own pace.
Wow.
So there's no, I don't tell people the workout's going to be because there's nothing to look forward to. I can't psych myself out of working the workout if I don't know the workout's going to be.
Mm-hmm. So you don't even really prepare ahead of time. You just kind of figure it out.
Yeah, when you get there, like, hey, we're doing this. I might get like, might get a couple. I might even get tears too, but we just do it anyway. Everybody knocks it out though.
Yeah. And so where are you holding your workouts?
Well, now that the weather is starting to get getting back together.
Yeah, summertime.
We have a Penny Hills, the Fralick Center in Penny Hills, Arlington Rec Center over here on the south side of Pittsburgh, and actually at my old high school, Woodland Hills High School too.
Okay.
When we were in the wintertime, we went inside, but during the time of year, whether it rains or whatever happens, we still go outside. I had a couple cold days, so we still went outside and did it, and people were motivated to do it still.
Yeah. I saw someone post on the ATU page saying, I never thought I'd be the girl to work out in the rain, but here I am. Yeah.
We were out there. Hair was all wet.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do it on my hair. I was like, it's too late now. We already out here.
Yeah.
Can't save your hair now.
Right. What are some of the, speaking of hair, because we know, black women, we gotta stay cute. We gotta keep our cute on top. But what are some of the obstacles that you see are keeping people from working out and being healthy?
You know what? What I've seen that which made me start this is it was the going to the gym and not knowing what to do, or going there have to pay the trainer some odd dollars, and half the time they might not know what to do.
Right.
And then when you go there, and one thing I do know historically, and been tested that group workouts are actually more effective. That's why people go to spin class. People go to yoga because it's a group.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff you will never do alone.
Right. The accountability.
Like me, because I'm crazy.
Yeah.
So I'll do all these workouts by myself because I like doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But in a group, and what I found out is there were so many people motivating that they had to come back. And you said accountability. Like I see on Facebook, people are like, hey, you come to work out today? It has nothing to do with me.
Right.
And I see this under the schedule. You come to work out today, they'll tag their friend.
Yeah.
Their friend will come over to you.
Gotcha.
And then somebody like, you can't make an excuse. You got to come if I'm going. So it's like all about accountability. And it's, just really no obstacles now because it's not giving you a reason. It's giving you a reason not to come. Like,
right.
It's hard to find a reason not to come now.
Yeah. So get the weather out of the way, get the memberships out of the way. Now you have accountability as a group. And what are some, what would you say has been some success stories for you?
Oh, wow. In this short period of time, we were able to do we just got done having our first annual spring gala fundraiser. Yeah. Back in July here. It was huge, 300 people in the Rivers Casino.
Nice.
Probably got Rivers Casino. We did better than Taylor Swift, I think. I don't know. But it was really good, and actually the Taylor Swift concert was right across the street, so it was still a good turnout considering that. Before that, we had a toy drive, and we kind of exceeded our expectations. We were going to be like maybe 100 kids, and we got 500 toys, we got 1,000 toys.
Wow, good stuff.
We had to have five different Christmas parties.
Oh my goodness!
To give all the toys away. We still can we had to go take them and donate, but we had so many toys for so many kids that we had too many. And then before that, we had a turkey drive for the community down at the Hosanna House. Yeah. And we did that. We teamed up with Steve Harvey.
Good stuff.
And did that turkey drive for the Hosanna House down in site tours on East Liberty or Homewood. Wilkinsburg, I'm sorry, in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. That is good stuff. So
No,
you've really taken this.
okay so far.
Yeah. So you've really taken this and made it a part of the community. It's bigger than just, getting healthy. It's also supporting the community, supporting the kids in the neighborhood, supporting different families that
Yep.
can't support themselves. It's pretty awesome. I'm proud of you, Chris. Look at you.
Oh, thank you.
Doing big boy
Look, I
things.
had to cut crazy out eventually.
Yeah, a
It's
little
so
bit.
productive.
I'm sure it's still in there a little bit.
Just a little. Tone it down just a little. Just tone it down a little bit.
Just tone it down. Good stuff. I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about, or my question, I guess, is how do you feel, or how do you put in or feed in the meal plan type stuff? People are always reluctant to do a diet type thing. We just have a couple more minutes left in this segment, but tell me how you feel just as far as the working out perspective. They say hard work, grit and grime, get in there and just do the work. Where does the food part come in?
Well, what I tell people, like anybody else would tell you, that the workout is the 20%.
20%.
The eating is 80%.
Okay.
But, and two things happen. Now, people come to me and ask me for, how do I eat, what you suggest? And I'll take it case by case. I'm never going to tell anybody to do this because I do it, because, of course, my body style's different.
Right.
I'm a 250-pound linebacker.
Yes.
So, of course, if you want to be a 250-pound linebacker, maybe you should eat like me. But it's like there's a way, there's a way around it. There's a way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do give them step by step. And there's some things I don't know. There's some things I don't know. People are normally posted on the HCU site.
Yeah.
Or they go to some people who have doctors on there, nutritionists,
very good.
Other trainers. We got a lot of people on there answer questions. I'm going to say I know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the best advice I can give them.
Mm-hmm.
And the other way to combat that is, in all honesty, when you come out and do that workout, the last thing you're going to do is go eat pizza and throw it away.
Yeah. Just exhausted.
People tell me, like, I'm not going to eat bad because I don't want to throw this away. Like, I just lost 10 pounds in a week. I'm not going to go eat pizza. So
you don't want to go backwards.
It kind of hurts you kind of both ways. You don't want to go out there and run up and down the steps or do bear crawls, and next thing you know, you go eat pizza, kind of throws it away.
Yeah.
But I do help you with meal
Defeats
plans.
the purpose.
It's good. It's good to eat right all the time. Have your cheat days, but try to give yourself a goal to meet as far as you eat.
Right. Good stuff. So we're going to talk. We're going to have to take a little break, but we're going to come back on the other end after our break and talk a little bit more about the goal setting process. And you recently ran into a little hiccup with one of the local businesses in your area. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm on the line with Chris Edmonds. He is, what do we call it, CEO, founder of Athletic Trauma Unit, a nonprofit organization that is really doing more than just working out. They're working out in the community, and they're working out with families in the community. So after the break, you are listening to Meditate and Mingle. I'm your host, Dr. Melissa Tate. And you're listening to WDRB Media and WGIV, the soul of Charlotte. Welcome back to WDRB Media, WGIV, the soul of Charlotte. And welcome to those streaming live through the free TuneIn radio app. You're listening to Meditate and Mingle. I'm your host, Dr. Melissa Tate. On the line with a good friend of mine, Mr. Chris Edmonds. Chris is CEO and founder of Athletic Trauma Unit, running out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it's more than just working out. This is more than boot camp. This is more than just getting in shape. This is a nonprofit organization, completely free of charge, that Chris founded as a means to just get through the barriers of working out. So we've been talking about what ATU workout looks out. You mentioned burpees. You mentioned so if you were to talk about the equivalent, of kind of what you can expect if someone was nervous about attending, what would they expect?
Well, they can expect to have a totally motivating, mind-changing type of workout.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's going to be hard. It's not impossible.
Okay.
And as time goes on, the workout doesn't get easier. You just get stronger.
Okay.
I say that a lot. I say that a lot because I gauge people and I see that sometimes they struggle at the beginning. You should struggle at the beginning because unless you've been doing it before, you're going to struggle.
Right.
So then you come out there and the next week you'll see that you did a little better. The next week you see you did a lot better. But then you'll invite people and then you'll be the one encouraging people.
Right.
So it's all about just paying it forward.
Yeah. So on top of getting physically stronger, they're getting mentally and emotionally stronger, and then they're able to pay it forward and help out other people.
Right.
Good stuff.
Exactly.
I know that you recently ran into a little hiccup in that area when you were just out doing your own workout at a local gym. What happened there?
I went to a gym. I actually went to a Planet Fitness here in Pittsburgh, and my buddy of mine, they opened a new one over at a different location, and I went with him. He was like, "Well, come work out with me and my buddy real quick." I knew the guy was working out over for years, and he used to come work out with me, but they lived closer to that location, so I went down there for Monday and Tuesday, and by the time Tuesday came, I was asked not to come back.
You or all three of you?
No, I was asked not to come back. They had already been members there, and I came as a guest. I came as their guest.
Wow.
And I was asked not to come back. So I talked to the owner, the manager, and asked him why. He said they had a couple of complaints. So I said, well, if they had complaints, if there was any complaints, somebody said anything to me during the time I was doing the thing that was breaking the rules as far as the complaint. And I asked what I did. He said, well, with just the way you're working out. I was like, so I'm confused on how I was working out. That makes people intimidated because that's the word they use. And I went on to say, if you had staff here, including yourself, why didn't you just tell me when it was going on? If I see a behavior happen, if you come to my house, you don't take your shoes off, I'm not going to wait till you leave to say, why didn't you take your shoes off?
Yes. Yeah.
So I asked, and when it all boiled down to it, in exact words, how it went, I said, what happened? Why didn't you say anything? He said, well, they were scared to approach you. And I asked, why were they scared? He said, well, it was your look. So, in my quick thinking, and, nowadays, now I'm getting a little older, you know me for a long time, now when I get mad, it's really, really quiet and clever.
Clever,
so,
that's the scary part.
Yeah, so when I went to ask him, I said, well, sir, is it because I have a big beard, because I'm bald, because I'm big? He said, well, he started kind of fumbling over his words a little bit. And I said, mister, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've been black 37 years. And believe it or not, in my 37 years, I've seen a lot in my time. So if that's what it is, you can tell me. And that's what he did tell me. He said, you look, you're black, you're bald, you got a bunch of tattoos. Anybody who knows me knows.
Yeah.
No, I do have a very
distinct,
I guess, unique look, to say the least.
Yeah, you do.
It's different.
Yeah.
I can pick out a crowd, I guess, at this point. But he went on to say that, and I pretty much shook his hand and left.
Yeah. Didn't make a scene.
I was a little down by that because I felt like, in this day and age, and I'm 37 years old, and I'm actually working out. I mean, I actually work out for a living. So, somebody coming into my home now, when you did that, it threw me off, threw my balance off a little bit. So I went to Facebook, and it only got big. I don't think I was going to do anything. And my fear was two things. What if that was me 10 years ago? How would I have handled that?
Oh, good Lord.
And I think about a lot of stuff now. How would I have handled that 10 years ago?
Yeah.
And two, I hear a lot of complaints, but nobody seems to do anything about it. That's what made me think about, like, everybody else has something to say. Just like in the regular world, everybody wants to talk about it or post about it, but what are you going to do about it? Right. And I thought about that heavy, and I put a post on Facebook, and I was very unhappy and on the post. Just not happy with how it went. Yeah. And I put my phone down for maybe an hour. I came back, and I think maybe 5,000 people reposted it. Yes. 10,000 people liked it. Yes. It went to out of town. It went viral. Yes. Somebody newspapers, and it was on TV. The newspeople calling me. So I got overwhelming, but that's what really happened, and it was a big deal because I'm thinking to myself, I'm doing a lot for the community, and then I turn around, and then bam, hit me in the face, but I didn't let that bring me down. It would have worked out that night.
Yeah, there you go. Take that energy and do something with it. Very good. So here's a fair question. You said 10 years ago, how would you have handled it? And so I don't want to go too far down that road, but how do you think just our country is in an interesting space right now? Because as far as we've come, we still obviously have situations like this and far worse where people are losing their lives in these really strange and unfair situations. So how do you think that your maturity as a black man, and you've faced success, you've had a lot of success in your life. So it's like, how do you think that your maturity over the past 10 years, just using the reference that you use, has allowed you to handle situations differently than you have in the past?
I think now, I'm sure I think a lot more. And you know me for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around since 18 years old. You know me about that long. I'm 37 now, so it's been a long time. And
Yeah.
I think that what I was able to do is register things quickly instead of acting so impulsively.
Yeah.
I was able to think about what I was going to say instead of getting physical or yelling,
Yeah.
which I used to do.
Yeah.
You know, even in the success I've had before, I always was kind of had a bad filter. I always kind of said or did the first thing that came to my mind. But and even in a different light, I think about all the things that have happened. I see all the police brutality, and I see all the stuff in the industry. Sometimes it's fueled because we just don't react right. Hey, you now, I can make you pay now. I can punch you now, but is that really going to solve it? Okay, I was mad. I hit you.
Yeah.
So then it comes back to me. I end up paying for that. If I go into jail, I can't improve anybody. I can't help anybody. I can't help anybody.
Yeah.
Come after you. If I punched that guy, nobody would have known about this, but they just known about me as being a big angry black man that punched the guy in the face about me. You can come back to the store because it's black.
Absolutely.
And then they would have kept in. Then they would have been able to say, I told you. That's the only thing I thought about. If I hit you, they're going to say, I told you to like that. I told you to like that.
Right,
I told you all the ball guys with beards,
right.
the thick beards, the tattoos are like that.
Yeah.
So then it keeps doing what they're doing. So
it feeds into the stereotype if you respond that way.
I'm hit you where it hurts.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. I'm going to come after everything you have and your job and everything like that because I felt like you hit me and I didn't deserve to be hit.
Wow. Well, I definitely have seen some maturity in you, and I'm proud of this. This organization is a big deal. So how can people find you? How do people contact you if they want to come join ATU, if they want to know more about your organization? How can people find you?
Oh, they can find me all over the place. I have a website, athletictraumaunit.org. On Facebook, my actual name is Chris Edmonds, but on Facebook it is Chris Steele Edmonds, S-T-E-L, was the name I've earned 18 years ago almost.
Yes.
18 years ago, July 10th, I earned that name a long time ago. I'll tell everybody else why another time. On Facebook, on Twitter, I'm Chris Steele Edmonds. My phone number is 404-293-2629. It's people I've had the same phone number for forever, so it's always never going to change. It rings all the time. You can inbox me on Facebook, call me, text me. You're going to show up. All I got to do is bring a towel, some water, and a good attitude.
I know that's
and then
right.
I'll take everything else from there.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, congratulations on the success so far and continued success to you. Thank you for coming on to my show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm happy to have you. And, keep us posted with any sort of, more events that you have going on. If you need any extra voices for you, let us know what's happening with this lawsuit or, anything that you have going on with this situation. Just, keep us posted.
Sure will. I will.
Definitely. Well, I want to say have a good afternoon to everybody. Look up the Athletic Trauma Unit on Facebook or Chris Steele, S-T-E-E-L, Edmonds on Facebook. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good brother, regardless of how he looks. What, 6'3", 2 what?
I'm a little crazy, but it's okay.
He is big. He is tall. He's the sweetest, probably silliest guy I know. You can always get a good laugh out of Chris. If anything else, you can get a good laugh out of Chris. So that judgment thing is a big deal to me. And I remember when I heard about it, I was like, let me talk to my dude. So I'm so glad to have you on. I appreciate you. Look up the Athletic Trauma Unit on Facebook. You can find him in Pittsburgh. Chris Steele Edmonds. You've been listening to Meditate and Mingle. I'm your host, Dr. Melissa Tate, on the line with my guest for today, Chris Steele Edmonds. I appreciate you joining me today. Have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. WGIV family, I want to thank you for joining yours truly, Ms. Meditate and Mingle today. I hope that you found something worthy in our conversation to meditate upon or mingle about. Please come back and join me each and every Sunday afternoon at 12 p.m. And in the meantime, if you find something pressing you down, wearing you out, or keeping you shut in, just hold your head high and make sure you don't give up. I'm Miss Meditate and Mingle. Be blessed.